If you've ever lost someone or if you are new to grief, welcome to my channel. This is a grief journey update. My boyfriend passed away November 2023, and I have been tracking it on this channel just to share my journey with people, because when I first lost him and I came to YouTube, there was not many people talking about it, or I couldn't really find any information on how to deal with grief or how grief feels, right? So I can say, let's see, how long has it been? All right, so it's been about 2.5 years now, going on 3. And I don't cry as often as I did when it first happened. The first year, I cried every single day. I cried every day. But in the first year, he was very close to me. He sent me a lot of signs, came to me in dreams very frequently, had conversations with me in dreams, taught me words I never knew in the dream so that I would know that it was him when I woke up and I Googled it. Real life experiences, communicated with me through text messages from random numbers and things like that, because that's how in sync that we are. Notice I didn't say were. He was and is the absolute love of my life. He, hands down, that's just what it is. Year 2, every single day I wanted to be with him. I used to wake up and ask God, the universe, how much longer? How much longer do I have to live with this pain? It was unbearable. There was nights when I just wanted to scream to the top of my lungs. The pain, just constant. Now, like I said, this is going on 3 years now. It's been about 2.5 years. So now I'm starting to settle out a little bit. Now in year 2, still sending me signs. I have an entire book that I'm about to publish, because it's been so many signs and so many dreams and so many things that's undeniable that I kept a journal of it. Whenever it's been published, I will let you guys know. I do have a book on my website right now that has a few signs in there, but this journal that I've kept is like real life tracking of the signs that happened between he and I. And it also gives you an intro to our love story so that you can kind of know how our connection was built before he crossed over to the other side. He was always very spiritual, always very connected. So now I would say I find myself crying maybe 1 or 2 days out of the month. Typically close to around the time of my cycle, because we're already emotional anyway. But that seems like the time when, you're kind of forced to slow down. And that's when all of the thoughts and the memories and just the realization that he's not here in the physical, it hits me and I miss him. I have not. So typically, whenever my grief gets really heavy, he would always come to me in a dream every time. He would come to me in a dream, give me a hug, give me a kiss, sleep with me in the bed, like not sexually, but just like, be in the bed with me. Just, give me the love that I need. And that would happen like every 4 months. He would just come and just randomly pop up in a dream and talk to me. But I have not had that type of encounter with him lately. It might have been about 6 months now. And I believe it's because my grief is not as hard to cope with as it was before. I'm not really needing him to be there as much as I was needing him to be there before. Also, he could have possibly ascended to a higher dimension, or even I have ascended to the point to where I'm stronger. Or he might have even reincarnated. I'm not sure. but I do know that whenever I need him, he always comes. So if you guys have lost someone and you're wondering if they're still alive, in the spirit, if they can hear you, if they see you, trust me, they are around. They are around. I remember one time I had got my hair done, and it was a style that he had never seen me with. And as soon as I got my hair done and I went to sleep that night, he showed up in my dream and he was like, "I like your hair like that." I was like, "Okay, thank you." And I was like, "I'm happy that you seen it." Because I was like, when I got my hair done, I was like, I wonder if he was here, how he would feel about this hairstyle. And he showed up in the dream. "I like your hair like that." But my boyfriend, like, he was so nonchalant all the time. Like, he was the most caring and present person ever, but he was still very nonchalant. So, and in the dream, that's exactly how he was. You know what? I'm not going to say dream. I'm going to say encounter, because I want y'all to know that it's definitely an encounter and not a dream. You will know the difference. Like, if you dream about someone, you know it's a dream. If it's an encounter, you will know that it's not just your brain putting together images. There's a distinct difference. And if you've lost someone and you've experienced that, then you know. But like I said, my dating life, people ask me, have I dated? Am I open to dating? I am open to dating, but I can say once you experience a love like that, and this is the love that I experienced before he even crossed over, but our love transcended the veil. Like, our love is very much still alive. I am open to date. I will not expect anyone to be able to love me the way that type of love is between us, because I don't even know if I can experience something twice like that in a lifetime. I don't even know if I can experience something like that in multiple lifetimes. By the way, he and I have spent at least 13 lifetimes together. I had a synastry reading done, and the synastry reading was just for me to it was actually, I was signing up for a mediumship reading, but I accidentally clicked synergy reading. So when the lady did the reading, she was just telling me that without me even asking her. Because you know how sometimes, psychics or tarot readers, some of them, they may just try to tell you what they think you want to hear. No, I didn't even ask her about that. This is what she just saw on her own, and she told me. She was like, "Yeah, you guys have spent at least 13 lifetimes together." So I found out that he's my soul's constant. Like, my soul's constant, which means no matter where I go, no matter where he goes, no matter which universe he's in, what dimension he's in, vice versa, we are each other's constant. And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I've had deep spiritual work and deep spiritual insight done regarding he and I, because I knew that our connection was far more than just being in love on earth. Like, it was so much more than that. So much more than that. But yes, back to what I was saying about dating. I am open to dating. I have dated. But like I said, when you experience a real, true, unmasked, no ego involved, fully open, spiritual type of love, you have an extremely low tolerance, because you already have a low tolerance for bull crap anyway as you go through different relationships. But when you experience something like that, it's like you just don't have time for anything that's not at least a fraction of what that is. And as we all know, these days people are just so robotic and influenced by the internet that people are afraid to love without ego. People are afraid to love without a mask. So I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm very open, and I truly believe that I will experience it, because the type of soul that I am, I'm not going to say that part. Spirit be stopping me from saying certain stuff. But I know that I can experience that again. It doesn't have to be to that magnitude, but it would be nice. I honestly don't feel like I can go backwards. I feel like spirit wouldn't even give me anything backwards. So I will know when the person comes. I will know that it's the person for me. Money is not enough. Looks is not enough. You have to have it. You have to just have it. But if you guys are wondering if your loved ones can hear you, if they are still alive, they are, very much so. You can find my book on my website. It's also on Audible. It's only like a 30-minute listen, the book that's already published. And if you have an Audible account, I'm pretty sure it's only like $1 or $2, or it might even be free if it's on promotion right now. I really would like for you guys to take a listen to it. I really would like for y'all to listen to it. And I'll let y'all know when the other book is published. If you have lost someone, specifically a partner, and you would like to connect with me, because I know sometimes in grief, you get to a point where you feel like you've talked about it too much and people don't want to hear about it. Or you get to a point where you feel like people are like, oh, here she comes again, or here he comes again, talking about this person that passed away. And then oftentimes people don't know what to say to somebody who's grieving if they've never went through it. You know, it's hard to know what to say to somebody who's lost someone if you've never experienced it. Even if you have experienced it, you may just not know what to say. So if you need someone to talk to about it, I will be more than happy. You can inbox me on my Instagram. There's been several women that I've helped navigate their grief. I've even saved someone's life before due to grief and dealing with it. So write me on my Instagram. Let me know, what you're going through. And it might take me a while to see it because if we're not friends, it might go inside of my request. So I'll be checking my request. But I'll be more than happy to talk you through and help you navigate your grief. All right, guys, this has been my 2.5-year grief update. Take care. Bye.